Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska. Today, at a place where the fans have shown unprecedented loyalty. They pack this place no matter the circumstances, and optimism running high as the Cornhuskers are set to open a new season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Black Knights have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this you know you can trust. You know exactly what you're getting. He knows the playbook, knows the program, a guy you can believe in.
The lone back's got it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek in the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Jones to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, though.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Jones wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Quick completion on the out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Offense lining up quickly.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. The Cornhuskers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal flag. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Jones to throw. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Right back to the well. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Dances away again. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over FIU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the single back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Turns it loose. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jolly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling. Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Army!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Clowney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going for the big play. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Black Knights want to move quickly. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. And he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's right on target. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Coming after him. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He unleashes a long one. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moving away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Black Knights in the hurry-up.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right now. Great job by the team.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Black Knights are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Husker! Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, having it. Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 38 over FIU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He leaves it with his back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Just a short pass to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Another incompletion on third down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
38 on 16.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Clowney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets it out fast.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
16.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going up top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. Man, this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The throw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Escapes trouble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun on third down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it to the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he's knocked down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds room at the 10. He has 89 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Grab behind the line. It's Torres. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.